everyone. Welcome to our second Dawntime of the year. I'm Mad Vyking.
And I'm Dirk. Excuse me. And I'm Dirk Mahoney.
It's been a long year of domination with 13 matches plus a couple events. Might I say, it's been a wild ride.
Yes, it was. Especially with that little mishap between you and I. Sorry about that still.
It's okay. At least we don't have to worry about what we're dealt with. As long as we don't discuss Eat Fae.
You mean feet?
We don't want to summon them.
Oh, right. Gotcha.
Tonight's Dawntime is us discussing our top 5 picks of the matches throughout the year and the details for who's going to fight in the upcoming SmackDown.
And if we have any time left, I can definitely tell you how to do a refreshing clean shave without a sword this time.
What? Carrying razors are for wimps. You gotta have a big boy sword. Something that came from the depths of Valhalla.
Yeah, but it almost sliced my face off.
Bullet friend, coming up is our top 5 in Dawntime.
There's nothing on the TV, man. Change the channel, you will, you C.zar.
I despise that I, a mighty king, will be demoted as a servant to do such measly tasks such as this. Once I get that stone back in my hands, I'll make you and your sister kneel before me.
Less yapping, more channel surfing.
More like less looking at the boob tube and looking more at life in the big pictures.
Shut up, Nikki. You're only saying that because you got a degree on literature.
I don't need a degree to free speak the woes of this town.
Oh, whoa, you!
If only someone were to come in and break me out from these miscreants.
We finally found him! Our dear leader is being held hostage by that bastard of a woman and the calm poet. Oh no, that might get us in trouble. We must be sneaky about this. Otherwise, our chances to rise as mighty Golgotha will be diminished. It's a good thing I have this special stone on me. Almost, but no. I stole this from a wizard who wasn't looking. This has the power to take away anybody else's power and give it to me. My first test subject was a grizzly bear who was stupid enough to fall for the lady bear I disguised myself to be. Since I took his special pimp claw, this will help us free our beloved leader.
Hey, Big Rock Man, dust off this carpet for me outside, will you? Don't try any tricks to get out of here, though. I already know what you're gonna do. I heard that.
Snakes. As if your ant farm isn't enough. I surely am not in the mood for mind tricks like you always do, Tyree Grossman.
Up here, C.zar!
Ah, Mr. Ice Cream Man. What a surprise.
We're here to set you free!
Finally! I've had it up to here with those two. It's been months of them jammering at me to do their dirty work. You're just seeing how filthy Tyree keeps her room. It's nothing but continuous days of taking out the trash, making up her bed, vacuuming the clothes, and folding her clothes.
C.zar?
And especially Nikki Grossman, or that goth style of a room sickens me. With nothing but splatters on the wall and mannequin hats with words that make no sense. and it stinks of incense 24/7. I can still almost smell the numerous rituals back in my home world, but apple cinnamon?
C.zar, I would like so much to listen to your continuous rambling for another minute. We've got to get you free. I brought along a special acquaintance of mine to help us out. His name is Shroom.
It's useless, you two. You're going against two women who possibly already knows what's happening from us. And what's worse is we don't have the ruby that's needed for it.
I've got a better way, great leader. A stone of my own. It doesn't work like the ruby, but it's much better. It steals away people's powers and gives it to whoever owns the stone. Once we get everybody's powers, we can finally take over Dawnmination. And then...
Shh, they'll hear you. We'll go with this, man.
Now it's time to finally discuss our top 5 moments we chose from the matches that happened. Again, those matches after the first Dawntime piqued our interest, excluding that one with the incident, with the wedding. That was unexpected.
Definitely, Mr. Viking. I still can't get that ice cream smell out of my suit for some reason.
Try extra duty laundry detergent and putting it in a washing machine. That might do your suit good.
But it's dry clean only.
Then send them to the cleaners again. I don't know. For my top 5, number 5 goes to Raptor versus Tarantula in the Volcano match. Interesting, very deadly. I chose this because it was a little out of our element from a standard wrestling ring setting. It was replaced with molten lava, magma, and a huge rock for the two to stand on while they pummeled each other. Raptor was a brick house against a quick, nimble Tarantula, especially when he took a dip under the lava. What we didn't expect was turning into a larger monster than what he is normally. What we also didn't expect was the volcano eruption to spew lava all over. Tarantula definitely earned that win because she used her smarts by that grappling gun and those 2 sharp claws she calls the spider bite. Number 4 goes to the wedding at the SS Bayou Queen. Like I said, unexpected. Who knew that this lovey-dovey matrimony between crude grizzly bears would turn out into a catfish by the one and only Dastardly Ice Cream Man? And the fact that he took away the pimp's powers and froze everyone shows that the Ice Cream Man wasn't messing around. Fortunately, me, Dirk, and Finney sort of worked together to beat that jerk into a wild chase, leading it to chucking him out the window with an ice cream-covered slam down into the waters. Top 3rd moment, of course, reuniting back with Dirk. I know, I was pissed off when he talked about the beer 24/7. I was pissed off when he talked smacked about my wife. I was more pissed that I had to deal with a hillbilly with a crazy foot fetish for my temporary replacement. I also had my feet chopped off by the homicidal maniac until Dirk came in with the clutch on Beat Up Bubba up to get me out of there. Number 2 goes to the audience support on Allen on his last match. He lost many matches from before against stronger competitors, even with his wife's Earthshine state. He lost so many, but did that diminish his spirit? Nope. Matter of fact, everybody supported the guy during the fight against C.zar when Beatnik went away. At least I learned something from when I found her. Work smarter, not harder. And of course, following up after the number 2 spot, number 1 is, of course, Allen winning the match against C.zar. He was so close on losing that match from the invincible C.zar, he was incredibly close. Even C.zar grabbed a hold of a special stone inside Allen's body to make a forfeit his win, but he didn't give up. He didn't want to die. He conjured up a mighty thunderstruck down on C.zar to finally beat him and win that match. Allen can definitely move mountains.
Nicely said, Mr. Viking. Now here's my top 5. Number 5 was when Raptor turned into that mega huge kaiju creature. I thought he was a goner from the way Tarantula kicked him into that lava. When I saw him come out of that lava, I couldn't believe what happened. It was like a whole new version of Raptor that we've never seen before, and much, much more dangerous. It just goes to show that Raptor isn't just a punch-happy lizard, he's the king of all the monsters in Dawnmination. At number 4, it's the time I saved Mad from Bubba when Bubba almost cut his feet off. Here's a little backstory before it all happened. I just kept going down this downward spiral after that defeat, having crippling depression and just overall rejecting humanity and returning to monkey. Back in my little caveman mind, I overheard from a random bird that Mad was in trouble and I had to save him before he got hurt. So I sprung into action by renting a vine, which I'm still pretty mad about. I can't believe they charged me 3 globals an hour. Anyway, swinging the vine back to Carl's gym, I went over to save him.
And I thought you were just some random Tarzan cosplayer.
Nope, but I bet I was king of the jungle back then. Excuse me. Sorry. At number 3, we have us teaming up to beat Ice Cream Man back at the wedding. That rocky road that they had was delicious. It's like they made it out of the freshest ice cream they had at the company. I was pretty mad that it ended up all over Ice Cream Man's face. Although I did end up covering myself with ice cream and accidentally grabbing onto him, throwing him into the ocean. The feeling of the cold ice cream and the cold water after Ice Cream Man froze it, ooh, it was not a good combo. I couldn't feel my hands or my feet.
Dirk! Oh!
Oh, right. My little, walkie thingies under my shoes. Second on the list is the match between Alto versus Alan. A master cat against his student teddy bear in a legendary match. The two showcased quite a bit of power against each other. Even when the two upgraded into stronger versions of themselves, Alto became the champion against that match. However, after the match, the two got pounded by the Ice Cream Man, which set the mood that the slivers of Golgotha are still around. And my number 1 match goes to the Dawnmination match. Can you believe that Frankenstein-esque monster that Coconut made against the Dawnminators of 2019 and 20? And he ended up being much stronger than them too. I mean, Al used his abilities to combat against Scratchtooth and Mordecus by copying their fighting styles and using the weapons in the ring to his advantage. However, despite all that, the win still went to the Dawnminators by using a bunch of dynamite and a fiery burp of Scratchtooth to obliterate Al into tiny pieces.
I overheard that is not the last of Al. Coconut's planning on a newer version coming up soon.
I bet it's going to be much more powerful than before.
Same. Coming up next is the announcement for the upcoming tournament of SmackDown.
Okay. How's this for a rhyme? My name is Beatboxer. Don't be a sucker. I'm a sucker. Punch you.
That doesn't work.
No. Let me try it again. I'ma roast you with a pencil, then toast you with a paintbrush. I call that culinary arts.
Okay.
Once your ass gets sold in an art show, I'm gonna be Picasso.
Nah, that won't work.
Whatever, sis. I'm a poetry master unlike your moody ass.
I'm already a leader of a poetry club. Don't be starting to talk smack about poetry when you can barely write a goddamn rhyme.
Damn, okay. Jeez. Say, where's C.zar? He's supposed to be done with that carpet about 30 minutes ago. Whatever you're knocking for, I ain't buying it.
Don't open it. I already know who it is.
Who?
That wimpy Ice Cream Man.
Wait, how do you know? Oh, wait, we can read minds. Right.
Hello, fair gentlewomen. I've come to collect something that should have been freed long ago.
What, your filly little dress?
Buddy! No, fair ladies. A stone king that deserves his needed freedom. It's so unfair for you to keep him here, doing these petty little tasks you keep piling on him. It's a chore. It's also disrespectful to a man with such high royalty.
What are you getting at, man? Besides, you're getting all dramatic. The drama club's 3 blocks down.
Oh, I'm not here for theatrics. Just to set C.zar free.
Nope.
And why not?
Because if you do, then everything's gonna go to shit again and you'll get used by C.zar like before. I mean, do you really want to be his bitch? I mean, do you?
Such explicit words.
I mean, really? Why would you want to... Wait, why is this place covered with mushrooms? Why is this place full of popcorn? I'm in a popcorn machine. That is...
Purple haze all in my brain.
The distraction was a success. Great job, Shroom.
A weird approach, but excellent work. I'm finally free from those two.
Yes, let's.
What happened? I feel like I just got myself in some acid trip or something.
Yeah. Uh-oh. C.zar is gone.
Damn it! Ice Cream Man must have gotten us by surprise with whatever just happened to break C.zar out. I wonder what I should do.
Sit back on the couch and relax, I say. They don't have the ruby.
I thought the same thing. I'm gonna go and check on my ant farm while you do that.
And now the moment we have been waiting for, the SmackDown Tournament. 8 lucky contestants will battle out to become Dominator of the Year.
And also to get a special shiny belt to commemorate the win.
The new fighters from this season are already in it, since they earned the privilege to pummel someone to get to the top, especially the likes of Black Cat Lafitte, Threnodist, Obsidian Rider, and Owl.
But that's not all. Half of the fighters from the previous seasons will also try their hand at becoming a Dominator of the Year. Talk about second chances.
You know, I have the slightest feeling something bad might pop up any second now, like every other Dawntime.
Bless you.
Thanks. That's the first. Normally we usually get some disruption from some cocky villain, but I guess they're on break. But it's good to discuss the details on the times when the matches are throughout all of November. On the 6th is the first and second match. On the 13th is the third and the fourth. And the 4 that win the matches, they battle out on the semifinals on the 16th and the 20th. And on the 27th, the final match that reveals who will be the Dominator of 2021.
All the matches will be held at Carl's Gym with the normal fighting rules. It's just their powers and fighting styles going up against each other. And of course, you get to vote to see who will win these matches. But please, be wise with your choices. We don't want favoritism to ruin the fun. Speaking of favoritism, you have any idea who will become Dominator of the Year?
I honestly don't really care. I don't play favorites. Whereas the wisest and strongest wins, I say.
Huh, you're sort of right on that one.
I always am. Well, sort of. That's the show for tonight, folks. I'm Mad Vyking.
And I'm Dirk Mahoney.
And this was Dawntime. Stay safe, Millennium City, and good night.
What do you say, C.zar? Should we invade this silly little tournament again? C.zar? You're not saying anything. Why? Ah, I know what you're doing. You're thinking of a plan to crash the competition. I won't spill a drop to those unsuspecting whelps. I'll be ready when you are. dear leader, and I'll give out a mighty Hail Golgotha when we
Stomp them into puddles of blood.
One step closer until I finally get what I deserve.